Like you don't want to be living through this time. Like there was a meme that I seen, and it was funny as hell. And it was a meme where it was like 1995, and it was like, imagine Jeff Bezos studying in front of his computer, getting ready to create $1 billion empire. And then there was another one where they showed somebody pops, and he was like in these skinny booty shorts, and he got them dancing in the club. And it was like, this is what my father was doing while Jeff Bezos was creating $1 billion. Like, what are you doing? In the future, they go look back and be like, yo, my parents was bullshitting during the greatest time in the world. I just want y'all to understand that there's opportunity happening every time, and you have to be in harmony with reality in order to take advantage. You have to be in harmony. Otherwise, you're going to miss things into reality. You're going to miss. You have to understand what that means. That means you are not in harmony if you're missing things. That means you are out of sync and out of touch with reality to miss the opportunities that's supposed to be aligned with your goals. Like all of us, a lot of us missed the Bitcoin. Like we had so much time where a person was like, yo, buy it, buy it, buy it. And you could have took $1,000, $10,000, right? And you would have, and nobody in the world would have stopped you from making hundreds of millions of dollars. But we were out of harmony because we so distracted by, what's going on with Ice Spice Performance. You're supposed to be so out of touch with bullshit that you don't even know that happened. I'm gonna give you some game. What up, I am fam on Crowns 19 site. I'm gonna give you some game. There are certain things you're supposed to be out of touch with. Certain things you're supposed to be in touch with. There's certain things that's supposed to happen in culture you're not supposed to know about. I'm mad that I know about it, but it's everywhere, and it be on the news, and it throw that wasteless piece of information into my algorithm. You thought I was feeling you? I shouldn't even know that song. I should be so out of touch with things that have nothing to do with my reality. But you know the way I process that? I said, wait a minute now. See, I'm always process information for value. We're living in a time where a person can get famous off of a line. Like, it's not even a one-hit wonder. I don't know if she go develop and become whatever she developed. It may be. But right now, this is like meme rap. You know what I'm saying? This is where people can make fun of something and get famous off of it. She's becoming famous for one line. I don't know none of the rest of the song. For a quote. But it lets you know how you can leverage things in reality now. That you can create one quote and then leverage that to make millions of dollars because of this social media. But it also lets you know how much of the record labels are grasping for ways to keep attention because it's so short. Attention span is like 7 seconds. So with one line, that's all you needed to hear. And it repeats. It becomes content. People put money behind it to keep it in front of you. Let's pay all of the blogs to push it. It's not that it's so catchy. It's some regular shit I could have heard one time and never listened to again. But the thing is, when you play it over and 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 over, it loops. Now it starts to build up framework in your mind. Now you have a strong line and an emotion and a thought and an idea and something processed towards it. See? If you take any quote that you have, whether it's good or bad, and you pay every blog to write about it, to play it, you got a hit too. It's hypnotization. It's manipulation through frequency, through consistency. There's the basic form of manipulation is showing a person something over and 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 over again. And you think it's talent. It's talented hypnotization, talented manipulation, talented mind control. You got to learn, you got to understand, man. This man ain't doing nothing special. Just mind control. I heard somebody say you thought I was feeling you before that. I ain't no disrespect for the young sister because, I don't know what her career may be. right? But I'm just saying, using that as a case study, I look at reality and be like, yo, this is where we at now. This is where we at now. This is how attention has changed. This is how society has changed. I'm just looking at the condition of society. I'm not basing things on her talent. This is where we at. So, we now, I mean, it's so many things we're going to see. I see an AI artist making money. There's a generative artist. He created a generative art piece that sold for $17 million the other day. I'm not about to play with my value. I'm about to stop paying attention to certain things. I need to be out of touch with things that don't matter, and I need to get in harmony with things that do. So there's two worlds. If you are in touch with the world of distractions, then that means that every second that you spend in there, you're going to be out of touch with the world of focus, the world that can bring you value. It's the world of liabilities and the world of assets. We know liabilities way more than we know assets. What is the latest scientific discovery? What is the latest technological advance? Our culture don't have that readily that fast. But we can tell you what the baby said about Megan Thee Stallion. Because we are in touch with liabilities and out of touch with assets. And we don't even know which ones are assets and which ones are liabilities. And this is where the problem comes in. Because if we knew and we labeled it a liability, then we would feel more accountable and we would take ownership over it. Like, man, what am I doing right now? But we think some of this stuff is an asset. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shade Room is a room that is about negativity, shade. It's not about enlightenment, it's about shade. It's to keep you in the dark. The more you are in touch with information that does not matter at all. It don't matter at all. Like, at all. Nothing a celebrity is doing, nothing to entertain, none of that matters at all. And we be wondering why you ain't increasing in value. Why you don't know how to set yourself up properly. Why you don't know how to build properly. Because you so in touch with liabilities. You out of touch and you out of harmony with everything that matters the most. I need y'all to know what's the latest scientific developments in the world. What are the medical developments in the world? I need y'all to understand, you understand me, the monetary system and the policies that's being developed that affect your life. I need you to understand the political system, but we don't spread that like we spread gossip. So, and we all guilty of it. I can only speak because I'm speaking from experience. Shit, I found myself being in touch with things that didn't matter. Why do I got this information in my head? I'm like, damn, this doesn't mean nothing. So you got to change it. And the world tells you, well, no, you know, that's the crazy thing, right? You find yourself learning a lot. And they be like, well, you need balance. Well, them same niggas don't come around, right, when they see you overly distracted and doing too much entertainment. Ain't nobody coming and say, bro, you need balance with some knowledge. People always want to give you balance with the BS because they want to pull you over to them so they don't feel so bad. People don't never, man, you need balance with some knowledge, bro. You've been on that bullshit for too long. People be like, nah, bro, you always studying and working and learning, bro. You need some balance. Go have some fun. Nobody ever tell you sitting there at the club too much, bro, you need some balance, man. Go get you some knowledge. How come the balance is always over towards negativity or always over towards liabilities or always over towards distractions? I want you to just think about that for a second. Society ain't never pushing you over towards, you understand me, a balance towards development. It's always a balance of distraction. Come on, man. You watch all the movies. Bro, you've been in here this whole time just learning and developing yourself, man. Go have some fun. I ain't never seen where it's a show in a movie, you are having so much fun, you need to get you some knowledge. I ain't never heard that line in a movie before, ever. ever in my entire life. Balance don't never seem to be on the side of value. It's always on the side of bullshit. What? I ain't never seen them say in the movie, man, you been hanging out too much, bro. Read a book. I don't see the movie. The girl, she having sex with 10 dudes. Man, you need to chill out and fast for a little bit. No, it's go ahead, more sexual liberation and freedom. What? And nobody go tell this person to fast and get some discipline, and none of the shows ever. So you don't even realize you being socially programmed to fail. Nobody ever says, in the shows, the girl might pull up and she hella modest, and they be like, you need to show something. They never say, man, you can go out there a little more modest and show your mind if you want to attract a better quality and a different type of value. That type of advice don't get in there. That's why I said, you go put the LGBT in there, you go put some Asian diversity or whatever but where's the intellectual diversity? Where's the black Muslim, like somebody that'll think like myself and say a line in the show? Ain't no diversity. There's no inclusion, diversity, or none of that being added into. It ain't no diversity in the movies. If it's diversity, how come we get, the black girl get a character, but it's never with a black dude? That's diversity, because I don't see enough black couples on TV. Diversity will being able to see more black couples in these roles. There's no black family. Where's the diversity of black family? Oh, no, but the family got to have one person gay, one person white, one person black, may throw in the Asian. How is that diversity? When we starting to see the same model of families being displayed everywhere. The diversity will be showing all sides. There should be a Muslim family on there. Maybe a Hebrew Israelite family on there. You understand? Maybe some Moorish brothers on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the diversity? Because we not a monolith as a people. So you got to be careful that social programming have you accepting one thing in the name of so-called diversity and inclusion, while the whole time feeding you one idea, one model of reality. I'm just saying. I know y'all feel me. I was talking, I'm going over creating my own movies and shows, because that's what we did. High Level Conversation, not no podcast. I know y'all know that, right? It's a show. It's a show. You see how what we did? We created a show. We created a very successful hit show. So now we are into media. We are into creating shows and movies. That's the next thing. We want to get funded for bigger projects. I'm looking for writers. You understand me? If you are a writer, we're going to have an email for you all to send, because we want to fund shows and ideas so we can actually have what's real inclusion and real diversity and a real diaspora, and stop letting them push their narratives of what they consider to be diversity. It's just language. They try to manipulate us. How you got a rainbow, but it don't represent all colors of the spectrum of the human family? Come on, man, it's manipulation, B. Y'all think they slick. They ain't fooling me. They ain't fooling me none. They think they slick. That's why they don't be wanting to have no conversations.